Greetings and welcome back to Mining Stock Education. I'm Bill Powers, your host, and in today's episode we are going to be getting an update from one of our sponsors, US Gold Corp, and we're going to be hearing from Ed Karr, the President, CEO, Director, and Founder of US Gold Corp. Ed, welcome back to the show, and you had a press release out a couple days ago about an acquisition in Nevada. Please give us an update on that.
Yeah, certainly will. Great to be back with you, Bill, and we really appreciate the ongoing interest in the company, in US Gold Corp. So yeah, it's an exciting time for us right now. It really is. Here we are, mid-September 2019. As you point out, Bill, we just recently announced an acquisition. So we have acquired a company called Orevada Metals, and Orevada has an option on a very, very prospective gold exploration project that's called Maggie Creek. It is on the Carlin Trend in Nevada. So right next to Gold Quarry, really, really big mine there. So it looks very, very prospective. This gives US Gold Corp its second high potential exploration project in Nevada. And we now have exploration projects on both the Cortez and the Carlin Trends. So exciting time for us.
Has this property been drilled thus far?
It has, yeah. There's quite a history with Maggie Creek and the Maggie Creek gold claims. Right next to it is Gold Quarry, which is a massive 26 million ounce deposit. So world class. And with this acquisition, US Gold Corp, we now control approximately 3 square miles of unpatented mining claims on the Carlin Trend. When you look at some of the historic drilling, Bill, that has taken place here at Maggie Creek, there's a total of approximately 241 total historic drill holes. Of those, only 21 holes have drilled down to 1,000 feet, and the majority of them, about 184 drill holes, were 500 feet or less. And as you and the subscribers, your listeners know, that's a very common occurrence. The exploration methods 10, 20 years ago were pretty much shallow drilling, shallow holes. And now most geologists are realizing that these deposits can certainly be deeper. And that's what it really looks like for us, the opportunity at Maggie Creek is.
Your other flagship property there in Nevada is the Keystone project, and it was US Gold Corp that consolidated that, and you, of course, were a key player in that. And now on this 20 square mile project, you are now drilling the first organized, thoroughly thought out drill program. Can you give us an update of what's going on and the status of this?
Bill, I'd be happy to. And as you point out, US Gold Corp is the very first company to completely consolidate the Keystone district. Again, that's on the Cortez Trend, about 10 miles south of Barrick Gold's Cortez Hills complex. Big project, district scale, 650 mining claims, so about 20 square miles there. And we are on our 4th exploration season right now. We've done a tremendous amount of work over the last 3 going on 4 years. So we've done mapping led by Tom Chapin. He was former Barrick Gold and very, very senior project geologist and mapper. For 3 years, Tom mapped the entire project. We've done geophysics led by Jim Wright, multiple gravity surveys for interpretation, a lot of geochemistry led by contract geologist Brion Terrio has been out on the project, picking up rock and chip soil samples. Joe Larrivee has created digital maps for us. And our project geologist, Ken Coleman, he is out on the project today running the drill program. So we have drills turning. We have developed real targets over the last 4 years. The end of last year, we received our plan of operations. So from a permitting standpoint, we have the entire district open for us to exploration. And we believe, we hope we are very close, Bill, to discovery success. We are quite excited about our 2019 exploration program. We are currently right now on our 5th drill hole. So we've completed 4. We're moving to 5. As we drill these holes, the core and chip samples go to the assay laboratories, and we hope to have these assays back sometime, let's say, mid to end of October.
Are the assay labs a little backed up, perhaps, because of increased drilling in Nevada this year?
Yeah, good point, Bill. With the price of gold obviously busting through 1,500, little more focus activity in the sector, there's certainly been a flurry of exploration this year, more people drilling, more projects, more excitement. So the assay labs certainly are busy. They seem to have a good handle on it. We're hoping we don't have any major delays, but there is more activity, and it's just indicative of this kind of overall natural resource market heating up.
So a future drill program at Keystone would be determined after we see the results and the geological team interprets those results.
That's exactly it. So once we get these assays back, Ken Coleman, in conjunction with the entire team and our outside consultants, will look at this, kind of interpret them. Obviously, success would be if we drill into a major high-grade feeder zone and we have a good intercept. But if not, we'll look at the indications, we'll look at the geology, and then we will design our Phase 2 2019 program, which will probably take place late fall.
U.S. Gold Corp also has the Copper King project in Wyoming. This is a preliminary economic assessment stage project. Last time we talked, you were talking about maximizing and increasing the economics of this study. Could you give us an update on this project, please?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Bill. And so I was out in Wyoming on the project and in Cheyenne in mid-July with Secretary Ryan Zinke. We met with the governor of Wyoming, still trying to get a lot of political support, a bunch of consultants out there from both mine engineering and permitting, met with the regulators. So things are going quite well. I will be back in Wyoming next week, meeting with a couple of our leading consultants, and we have hired now two of the leading guys out there to help us take Copper King from a preliminary economic assessment up to a pre-feasibility study. So that's being led by a gentleman named Mark Leeville. Mark was the former head of metallurgy at Newmont Mining, and another gentleman, Mark Jorgensen. So they're going to work with us on a proposal. We'll be doing some drilling at Copper King for metallurgy. We'll be looking at the optimal production scenario into this pre-feasibility study, really tightening up a lot of our economics and numbers, coming up with a real definitive mine plan. And we're quite excited about it. We think as we take this project from a PEA to a PFS level, this is just going to give us a lot more confidence in the robustness of the resource, and we'll have that out at some point in 2020. We believe it's going to create a lot of shareholder value for U.S. Gold Corp.
Ed, we spoke about 3 months ago on this show, and you laid out your macro thesis for a rising gold price, and thus far you've been right. As we speak, it's $1,500 gold, which we haven't seen in 6 years. What are your thoughts on the current gold market?
I think, Bill, we're in the first inning of a 9-inning ball game. I really believe that the party's just getting started. It's never going to be straight up, nor do we want it to go straight up. It'll move probably more stair-step. We'll rise with the gold price and then consolidate for a little while. We did bump up to about $1,550, had a pullback here to $1,500. Some of the junior exploration stocks had a little run and have pulled back. Very, very normal. But I believe this market really has legs. When we look at the geopolitical landscape around the world, the indebtedness of central banks and of Western Europe, the United States, Japan, even China, there is a lot of reasons why institutions and individuals want to be long gold. And I think prices are going to head a lot higher in the next couple of years.
Ed, as we conclude, what are your final thoughts that you'd like to share with investors about U.S. Gold Corp and Q4 coming up here?
Yeah, look, Bill, it's an exciting time for us with this acquisition. We now have two great exploration projects in Nevada on two of the most premier world-famous gold trends. Project Keystone on the Cortez Trend, a new project, Maggie Creek, on the world-famous Carlin Trend. So that gives our potential investors the upside. Copper King in Wyoming, you can really hang your hat on the valuation and our resource there. We're on the NASDAQ, so a U.S.-listed company on a major U.S. exchange with all U.S. projects. Great team, great board, great consultants, outside geological team and advisors. And we are just pushing forward towards discovery success. I'd say to everyone, continue to watch our news over the next couple of weeks. These assay results could be very critical. If we can hit a discovery, this could be a real value-creating event for the company. We still have a very tight market cap and share structure, and we think we're in good position to deliver a lot of shareholder value.
U.S. Gold Corp trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker USAU. Website is usgoldcorp.com. usgoldcorp.gold. usgoldcorp.gold. Make sure you're on the email list so you can get updates on the forthcoming assays. I'm a shareholder. I was a shareholder before they became a Mining Stock Education sponsor. Very excited to see what these holes come back with. And I really appreciate you joining me today and giving us an update. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you for listening to this Mining Stock Education podcast. Please subscribe and share with like-minded investors. Visit us on the web at MiningStockEducation.com for more resources on precious metals and natural resource investing. At our website, you can also sign up for our free newsletter for interview transcripts, stock picks, and more.